everyone, my name is Mutia Aulia. I'm from the Department of Language and Tourism in the Diploma 3 English Study Program. I was born in Palembang. I'm 19 years old. I'm someone who is interested in communication, critical thinking, and social issues, especially those related to culture and representation. I want to join English Debating Society because I want to improve my ability to think critically, structure arguments logically, and express my ideas confidently in English. I realized that having an opinion is not enough. We must be able to defend it with reasoning, evidence, and clarity. I believe EDS is the right place for me to grow, not only as a speaker but also as a thinker. If I am accepted as a member of EDS, my goal is to develop strong analytical skills and become more confident in discussing complex issues. I aim to gradually build my skills and eventually participate in debate competitions as a representative of EDS. As a member, I would like to contribute by sharing my perspective during discussions and being actively involved in activities organized by EDS. Next, let's talk about an issue I find interesting: stereotype versus cultural identity. Does perception shape value? I will discuss how stereotypes influence the way people see culture and creativity. In the era of globalization, cultural products travel across borders faster than ever. However, while culture spreads globally, stereotypes about certain countries still strongly shape how those products are perceived. One common stereotype directed at developing countries is the assumption that they are economically weak, technologically behind, and lacking quality standards. Unfortunately, this economic label is sometimes extended into cultural judgment. When a country is perceived as less developed, its creative works are often assumed to be low budget, less professional, or inferior, even before being evaluated fairly. This can be seen in recent online discussion on social media involving international viewers about Nona. Nona is a global girl group formed under 88 Rising, consisting of Indonesian members, and they are known for introducing Indonesian cultural elements to international audience through their work. In their music video, traditional elements were intentionally included, such as playing congklak, sitting in the back of a pickup truck, and showcasing natural scenery in Bali to introduce Indonesian culture to a global audience. However, some international viewers interpreted these elements not only as a sign of limited resources, but also as evidence that the country lacked alternative locations or infrastructure for filming. Certain comments reflected cultural bias and racial stereotyping, targeting traditional practice, natural settings, and even skin color. For example, some remarks criticize physical appearance or cultural habits as unclean or inferior. This demonstrates how stereotypes about a country's economic status, culture, and people can influence the perception of its creative works. When economic classification turns into cultural judgment, it creates a hierarchy where countries with dominant global industries are assumed to represent higher standards while others are seen as catching up. This hierarchy affects not only industries but also shapes how audiences respond emotionally, socially, and critically. In some cases, stereotypes escalate into discriminatory remarks targeting appearance, skin tone, or national identity. What begins as an economic or cultural stereotype can slowly shift into broader social prejudice and racism. Cultural representation should not be measured by economic stereotypes, by its judgment or assumptions about physical appearance. Traditional elements, natural landscapes, and local identity are not indicators of limitation, they are forms of storytelling and cultural pride. While perception can influence how others judge a work, its true value lies in the culture, creativity, and identity it represents. If globalization truly connects us, it should encourage understanding and respect, not comparison and discrimination. In response to this issue, there are actions we can take. We can contribute by sharing accurate cultural knowledge and correcting misconceptions whenever we encounter stereotyping or prejudice online. After discussing this issue, I realized that being part of community like EDS will give me the chance not only to grow individually, but also to contribute to a culture of awareness and respect. I believe that with EDS, I can grow as a thinker, a speaker, and a contributor to positive change. Thank you for listening to my introduction and my perspective. I look forward to the possibility of being part of EDS. Thank you and have a great day.